Good morning, students. Myself Abhishek Sharma from Mount Litra Z School, Jhansi. Students, in my previous lecture, we have discussed about communication process, types of communication: formal, informal, diagonal, vertical, horizontal. Today, we are going to discuss a new and important topic related to communication, that is barrier of communication. Basically, there are four types of barriers or obstacles which are created while communications. First is semantic, second is psychological, third is organizational, and fourth is personal. So today I have decided to go for first type of barrier, that is semantic barriers. What is semantic barriers? What are its causes? Let's see and check it out. Sometimes the same word and sentence can be understood differently by different people in the institution, which means difference in understanding the level of employees. Main cause for semantic problems can be discussed as: first is badly expressed message. Sometimes due to the lack of vocabulary, manager may use wrong words, omission of needed words. Due to this, the manager may fail to convey the same meaningful to his subordinates. Second is symbols with different meaning. Sometimes a word may have different meaning. Receiver may understand other meaning. For example, price, price, principle and principles, right and right, RIGST, WRIT. So in this sense, it makes different. Faulty translations. Sometimes the worker do not understand the language which is used by the manager, so workers get it translated. If translator is not efficient, he may make mistakes in translation. Next is unclarified assumptions. Sometimes the worker may misinterpret the assumptions. For example, boss may instruct the workers to take care of goods. He may means that take care of quality of goods, whereas worker may understand that he is instructing to keep the goods in safe and secure manner. Then comes technical jargon. While explaining to subordinate, may specialized expert use some technical words which are associated with that particular field, but which may not be understood by the workers. But one of the very good example is that finance minister announces EBIT is 20 crore. EBIT means earning before interest and tax is 20 crore, which means manager announces today there is a meeting of white collar employees. That means a meeting of managerial level staff only. Some employees may understand that employees wearing white shirt have meeting today. So sometimes this type of misunderstanding is generated, as he has mentioned the meeting for white collar employees, and some employees understanding that today is the meeting of that persons who are wearing white shirt and they are supposed to meet. Next and last is body language and gesture decoding. Basically when we are doing communication, there are four means and ways of transmission of idea, like spoken words, written words, diagrams, pictures, graphs, and gesture. Communication is a two-way process, as it begins with the sender and ends when the feedback comes from the receiver to sender. Minimum two parties are involved in the process of communication, that is the sender and the receiver. Now let's see body language and gesture decoding. Along with the verbal communication, another important mode of communication is body language and gesture, shown by person who is talking. If the verbal communication is not matching with the body language or body gesture, then worker may get confused and misunderstand the meaning. Suppose if manager is telling a joke, but there are signs of anger on his face. I once again repeat, if a manager is telling a joke, but there are signs of anger on his face, then worker will get confused about this concept. So students, that's all for today. Thank you and have a nice day.